good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Well, my name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are taking a look at Punchline by Charles Vestal for iOS. Oh yeah. You know what I'm going to say? Let's go. Hi, welcome to the show. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And of course, I hope you're doing okay. Welcome to the show. Today, we're taking a look at Punchline by Charles Vestal. It's a little drum machine, and it's got some really cute little quirks going on. Quirks, blurks, whatever. It's got all those going on with it, and it's lots of fun. Little bit of a learning curve, but hey, not everything's easy. That's the way we roll around here. Just had an update today as well, so there is that. Let's say hello to y'all, and then we get into it. Thomas, hello. Jamie Lynn, g'day. Fat Panda Cat, what's happening? Boom, Thomas is spreading the love with the links. There they are, all the stuff and things. And today's a really busy day. There's lots going on. Thomas is up after this doing a Make It Rock, Get It Right. And he's working on his song. I think it's called Fuck AI or something like that. Charming stuff. I love it. And then after Thomas, I got my members only stream coming up. I had to change things around because, well, things changed, didn't they? So today's members stream, we are working on the track I've been working on with Lizard Day, called Got This. I think it's called Got This. We don't know yet. It's messing about. So that's the member stream that is coming up after Thomas and stuff and things. All right, let's get to this baby over here. We'll head over to App Raven. Punchline Drum Machine is $8.99 on the App Store. As I said, it just got an update to version 1.1 yesterday. Has a whole lot of little updates, fixes, and new things that have been added. So the developer is constantly working on this. Hello, Ed Zielinski. Welcome aboard. So there it is. It is only iPhone and iPad. It is not working on your Mac or anything like that. Just the iOS devices. That's the way it's rolling. Look at my iPad. It's a little bit different today. I've spent some time cleaning my iPad. I know you're probably going, still messy, but look at that. I went down from 12 pages to 6 pages. I'm very proud. Everything organized by app developers, Audio Thing and ChamOK and Blease and 4 Pockets. And do you know how painful that was to set up? Let me tell you. Very, very painful. I don't want to do anymore. I think I got 3/4 of the way through. I went, no more. I've had enough. It's doing my head in. All right. We're going to open a project here. If I can find where everything is. This is our little project I made last night. It's got running in it, we got the bass, the King of Bass from Audio Kit Pro. We've got Acidia from 4 Pockets. Of course, we've got Elastic OSC running over here. And Cham's new app over Synth is here. And kicking off the drums is, of course, Punchline. So scalar and middle-loady controlling things. I'm going to kick off this by loading up this baby right here. And we're going to bring in some balls. That's what she said. Oh, yeah. Let's bring in some balls. We'll bring in 5. And I'll shut up. Alrighty, delicious stuff. Yes, there is Charles's website, charles.pizza/punchline, and where you can get the app as well. Yeah, it did take a long time. Did take a long time, but you know you got to be patient when you do this stuff, don't ya? It was groovy little track there. Ed B Metal, what's happening? Good to see you, Jenny Jolivet. Good morning to you. All right, let's get into this. How does this thing work? What's the ins and outs of this baby? I'm going to show you right now. We'll kill this and we'll load an instance of this little drummer. It is an AUv3, of course. You can open it in standalone. It loads in Logic. Hopefully, if we've got time, we can cover that as well. This is the interface. So you can drag, maybe, if my iPad lets me do it. There we go. So you can drag this around and it should stretch around as well as possible. It's not perfect when it gets in here. There's kind of one place it doesn't. It's a bit odd how, like that one. But the rest, you're fine. It suits everything else. We're going to make it full screen for the purposes of this show here. Let's get into the controls and everything, because whenever I see an app that has a function button, I always go, ay, 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 ay. I have to learn more. What? I've got secret buttons hidden away. Okay, so our top buttons are over here. Firstly, when it's just set to not playing or anything like that, we've got our bass drum, snare, close hat, open hat, right? Cymbals. So you've got a low tom and a high tom. "16 spots for instruments." It's a 16-step sequencer as well that is built into this. Now, if you want to tap on one of these at any time and not hear the sound, all you got to do is hold down on the send button. So this one over here that my cursor is hovering over. Hello to eUrban and Audible Video. So I'm going to go overhead so you can see what's happening here. Now, if I hold down on this send button and then tap any of these, it will select them, but will not play a sound, right? Now, if I let go, it will play them. So you'll need to be ready to select things, to do things. So, for example, if you're going to sequence in some kick drums, you must have the instrument, the part of the kit selected. So if I'm going to select this, I have to select it, and then we can go in and hit right. We've got our right button down here. We'll get to that. We've got a pattern button up here, and if you're in the standalone, there will be a BPM button replacing this. But because we are locked in to a door, it is locked in to the BPM of the door. There is a swing dial here as well, so you can swing away to your heart's content if you like. Joe Glenn, hello to you. Function, hold, alt, left tab. Remember that, yeah. Hey. So you can create patterns here. Now, if I hold down the pattern key, you'll see over where the drums are, you've got 16 patterns. So all I need to do now, I could just tap on number 2, and you'll see it creates a chain, right? So you see how down here, I'll go full screen. So now it's going to bounce over to number 2. There, like so. If I hold down again and then choose multiple, so let's go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then let go, it will create a chain in this little block here. So now when I hit play, there's no patterns in there, but you'll see it'll go through the 16 steps and then move to number 2, then back to number 1 and 2. So you can set up chains quite easily with this just by holding down the pattern, and you get a representation up here too of what it's going to move to next. You've got your countdown here, so this should be pretty self-explanatory. Let's just stop this, and if I hold down and just tap any one of these, so you can do a combination of stuff. So let's hold down again, we could do 1, 6, ... and there's all your patterns. Hit play, and they're going to run through these patterns, yeah? So 1 to 6 to 9 to 7 to 12, 10, and 14. It does look a little bit like the lotto, doesn't it? It does. It really does look like the lotto. I do like minimalistic looking apps, so that's pleasing too, you know. But yeah, everyone loves balls, don't they? So we'll stop this, and again, hold down and just tap 1, and that will bring back just to one pattern here, which is chain 1. Hello, Kish. What is happening? Good to see you. Also, once you create a pattern, well, let's get into it. Let's create a pattern, yeah? Let's do that. So we're on our kick drum. We can tell by tapping it, and it's highlighted. So we know we're on our kick drum. Whenever we're going to write anything into the sequencer, you need to tap right. Once it's lit up, then we can do a 4 on the floor, tap, uncheck right, and then when we hit play, we're going a bit slow at the moment. Let's speed up the BPM. So 4 on the floor. Very easy, yeah? Not too hard. We're still on the kick drum here because it's highlighted. We're going to hit right again, and let's just do some. You can also, I think, drag and just drag. So hold down your finger. I'll show you that again. Let's unselect them all with my finger. You can just draw around and unselect like so. So like this, however you want to draw them in. So now if we hit play, turn up the swing, and you can hear it's given us, no man, it's not Prism. No, it's not that full. Let's bring the swing down. Right, you'll get to hear that a little bit better. So I'm still in right mode at the moment. So if I tap anything, so you'll need to get used to turning off right and wrong, but you can tell when it's lit up. So let's just put in our 4 on the floor again. Whoops, we're not set to right. So let's hit right. Douche, 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 douche. There's our 4 on the floor. And there are chokes in here as well too. Oh, I'll get to the chokes. So let's put in a snare. So we'll select that snare there, hit right, and we'll put in our snares here. Let's listen to that. Pretty simple stuff. It's not going to melt your brain, is it? Everyone's brain's unmelted. I'm going to hit the closed hat here and hit right. And we'll put in some hats. And we got some drums rocking. Let's add some swing. So there's our first pattern complete, right? That'll do just for now. We're only using 3 things in there, but that's cool. Because we have over here where the chain is, we have an export section. So you can come in here and export your patterns and say, you know what, let's export this. And you can save it to your files if you like. And you can name it if you want. We'll just do a punchline export 4 on floor. Hit save, and you can save that wherever you want. So if you've got this on an iPhone or another iPad, or you want to send this to somebody, hit save, and you can send your patterns to people as well. Yes? Yes, indeed you could. Very easy to do so. Again, if we want to create another pattern here, let's go to pattern 2. Oops. We'll do that, and we've got a blank pattern, so we'll come in here and write in some stuff, shall we? And we'll do a snare. In fact, we'll do this snare, and I'm just going to put in some random stuff, and then we'll do our open hat for this. We'll keep this kind of regular. Hit play. And let's go in here to our chain, and we'll hold down pattern here, pick number 1, and then we'll hold down again and do 1, 2, 1, 2. So there's our chain that is here. And now we can export patterns. So everything that is inside. So every time you save a pattern, yeah, all of the 16 patterns will be saved, even if they're all blank, right? So now if I save this, it's going to export these patterns. Let's do that. We'll just show you how to do it. We'll just do oh. I don't know did I save that then? I hit enter by accident. I think I did that one. We'll just rename it again. So, hey, Pete Johns, what's happening? Export, we'll call it test. And save. And if you want to import, if you want to clear a pattern, yes, if you'd like to clear a pattern, function. Hold down function, and you'll see everything changes. All these dials, all these buttons, everything changes with the function key. And all you got to do is tap on clear and pattern cleared. Let's go back to one single pattern, hit play. It still says it's playing a pattern here. Oh no, we're reverting. We're moving around. Oh no, it's all good. Clear. Done. Anyway, I don't know why it's doing a random there. That's interesting. But we can import. So let's try and import these patterns. So it was this one, test, import, and there you go. So it also imports the chain as well as the patterns, yeah? And I'm pretty sure, we can test this out. I think it saves the actual kit that you were using as well. We'll get to kits in a second. So now if I hit play, we should be good, yeah? And this is just going to go back and forward between the chains. All right, function and clear. La 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 la. Good stuff. Let's talk about kits. And then we'll get down to the nitty gritty. We'll just hit a pattern here. Choose number 1. Tremor Bear, good to see you. Let's talk about kits. So the function keys. Oh, first we'll do this. We'll talk about individual sounds first. So we got this kick, or we'll do this snare here. So once you've tapped on one of these, you'll notice underneath here we've got pitch, length, filter, and level. You can individually change these. So you can go 2 octaves down, 2 octaves up. Double tap and it'll bring it back to the center. Same with length. The length is going to chop off the end of the WAV file, right? You can see me turning that all the way back. G'day, DJ Red. If I turn it all the way back to 18%, it's chopped it right off. And we've got a filter here as well. So the third dial there is for your filter. Double tap and it'll bring it back to where it was originally. And you've got a level. So you can come in here and change the levels of each individual piece of the kit. Yeah. So with this one down here, we can make this louder. We can come over here to this one and give that some volume as well. The Falcro. Hello, Falcro. Good to see you. So yeah, that's a simple look at the leveling and the pitch. Not too, not too crazy stuff there. We've got effects built in here so you can play in real time. This is not only for using in a DAW, also really good for recording, for playing live, yes? Now, if you get confused at any time, there's a little question mark down the bottom. Tap this and here are the instructions. And they're very neat. I have to admit, they're very neat and I like this. What I would like, I'm just starting to get a bit complainy here, is if I got to this bit, say, and was reading down here and went importing and sharing, and then I wanted to try it and hit done, I want it to stay there. That would be nice. It's only a minor gripe, yeah, but to come back because, it's time is money. You know what I'm saying? So all the stuff is in here. And all of this stuff is available on the website as well. So if we bounce over to, oops, that's not what I wanted. We wanted the website. So Charles's website here, yes, there's kits. So I'm getting to it. You can build your own as well. So here is Charles's website. And the manual is over here. Tap up the top. Punchline manual. So all of it is here. And I really like this little manual because as you scroll up, the little navigation bar at the top stays at the top and everything scrolls underneath it. Very Apple-esque there. And you can just bounce to wherever you want to go to. So if I want to look at MIDI implementation or effects references, audio unit stuff, custom samples, all this kind of stuff, advanced options, you can bounce around pretty easy. Now, you probably would have noticed from here, these are all the features and everything on the page. So there's a heap of information here on the page, some little videos and stuff if you want to get into that. And yes, this is where you can make your kits. G'day, Russ. So you'll see over here, kits. Wow. So there are some custom kits you can download. You've got a 909 Ultimark, a Battalion kit, Heartbreaks, and this Lo-Fi Haze. And they're very easy to open. Plus, on the website, you can build your own kits from here. Nice. We can come in. You can rename this little section up here. Whatever you want. We'll call it death metal, right? So there's the name of my kit. And you just tap or drag. So there's two ways you can do it. We could swipe up from the bottom and grab the Files app and push it over here to the side. Let's see if I can find my drums. I'm pretty sure I've got some drums in Audio Share. We'll give it a little second to do its thing because, yeah, the iPad's getting a bit full at the moment. It's full of stuff. Yes, it loads waveforms. So let me just come over here and choose kind. I'm sure Jade Starr drums. There's somewhere in here. Jade Starr drum samples. Okay, so I've got some metal samples in here for FMC. Let's grab some of these. So while I'm showing you, you can do it in the side like this. I can look for the kick. Where's our kick? There's our snare at least. And you can just drag them in. Boom. Sample them. I don't know why that keeps happening. That's pissing me off. We can come down. Where's our kick drum? We can grab our kick, drag this into the kick. So you can do all this through the website. That's nice. Well, let's find an open hat. I'm not going to build a whole kit here, but just to show you what you can do. We've got an open hat. We'll drag that in there. We've got a ride or something. We've got some toms. Let's do low tom. We'll drag that low tom in. We'll drag the high tom, wherever that is. Mid, low, high tom. Drag that in there. Obviously, not going to build an entire kick. We'll throw this floor tom in here. That one. We've got a crash. Look, there's even a cowbell spot down there if you really want it. Let's throw a cymbal in here. That'll do for now, just to show you. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way by just tapping, and it will open the file browser, and you can go and select a drum kit, drum piece from there. But once you're done, all you got to do is scroll down and hit Generate Kit, and it'll give you a download file, metal punch kit, hit download. Keeps doing this, don't know why. Cool, I think we got it. Let's make sure. We'll just leave it for now just in case it went wrong, but it should be sitting here in my downloaded files. Did it not work? Is that it? I can't see. Punchline state. When do I get this? 817. No, that's not it. Where did it go? We'll try it again. Generate kit. Download. Man, I don't know why this airdrop bullshit is happening. I airdropped something today to my iPad, and now every time I try and download something. All right, so there it is. Oh, it's in a zip file. So let's unzip it. And look, it just imported it straight in. So now if I want to load this kit, I didn't know you could do it this way. So I hit function, and this is where you can load your kits. Function, and then tap kit up here, And this is our kit section. You can come in here individually and load sounds as well. So these are all the sounds that are currently loaded into this kit. You've got a library up the top here. So if we tap library, where have all my kits gone? Oh, we are in the standalone version. So here's the death metal kit. I can load that up and should be able to. Here we go. So there's our kits. If we hit play, right. So we're back in standalone. Let's kill this and get back over here into our AUM. And let's change kits here. So I'm going to hit function, kit, and library. And all my kits are gone. That is so weird. But here's the death metal kit. You can load it from here. You can import kits from here. I don't know why all my kits have disappeared. That doesn't seem good. Search kits. Where are my kits gone? I had a fuckload of kits in here earlier. Kits. They just disappeared. Is this a bug? It looks like it's a bug. It looks weird. I don't know why. Strange. Let's try closing this out and see if it comes back. Strange. Yeah, not good when all my kits have disappeared. That's pretty shitty, actually. Here we are. Live demos. You got to love them. Kit, library. Yeah, they're all gone. All my kits are fucking gone. Wow. Okay. Default factory kit. Wow, that's really cool. I've seen bugs with the presets load center. Yeah, look, let's try this. And it just got updated too, so not cool. I'm going to load up the standalone version. Let's see where these kits are. FMC kits, factory defaults, all my kits are gone. So let's try this. Let's really try this. I'm going to uninstall the app and see what it does. We're going to come over here and go, hold down here. Fuck. Let's see if this brings back all my kits. Or let's come over to the App Store. Here's the thing, right? Now, this might not happen for you guys. This is the problem with using betas, because I only just switched from a beta, from the downloader version to the beta, back to the downloader version. So it could be that little thing that's, when you're beta testing for people, yeah, it's not fun. So for those of you who think beta testing's wicked fun and you get to have the apps before they come out, yeah. It's not that fun, trust me. So when you first download, this is cool actually. I'm glad we did this. So when you first download it, you get an introduction with a whole little where everything is, which you can skip if you want, and that's cool. Kits, library. Hey, look, my kits are back. There we go. So these are the kits you actually get with it, but this introduces the next part of this that I want to show you. So you get this tech minimal. Let's show you these. I'm just going to create a pattern here. We'll do kick 4. We'll do our snare, 2, and we'll do our open. And that'll do. Yay! Yeah, the function button did it. So let's load a different kit. Go to our library. This is the Tubler Hybrid. So you can change individual stuff from here. And when you tap library up here, you can flick between the kits. And just to stop this and give you some of the sounds. But as you can see, all these can be altered. Let's go to another kit here. Library and the bleep machine. That change? I think so. The Tabla one. All right, let's go over and show you how to load the kits from the website. So if we go to Function and hit Kit, and then Library, and then down the bottom here, it's really small, this. I wish it was a little bit bigger. It says, what is happening with this airdrop shit? I've airdropped this an hour ago. There's nothing to airdrop, dude. Anyway, good old iOS doing what it does best. Stupid shit. So what you need to do to grab these custom kits is just hit Open in Punchline and hit Open. And now that kit is loaded. Yeah, kit imported. So now when we come over to Function and Library, you can see that kit has been imported, 909 Ultimark. And again, if we want to bring in the other free ones that are here, Open in Punchline, Open. That one's imported as well. Let's go Function again. Once you only have to do this once, unless you're like beta testing like me and you have to do it over and over again. So we'll grab Heartbreaks. That one is imported now. And the last kit that's in here for free is this one called Lo-Fi Haze. Done. All our kits are loaded in here. Function kit, and you can see the entire library of kits down here. Let's check out the new ones, shall we? We've got this battalion kit. Hit play. We've got the Heartbreaks. Also, you can see the difference between the AUv3. We've got this BPM section here. And the difference is when you hold down on the BPM, this is the standalone version, not the AUv3. When you hold down, you get these options underneath. See how they change? And you can change the BPM from here. You can tap as well. But that's the standalone. Let's get out of standalone, back to AUv3. All right. What are we? We're at a halfway point. Let's run an ad and tell you what's coming up here on the channel. So the thing is, you get these free kits and you can build your own. You know, you do you, boo. That's the thing. You may or may not get an ad. We run the ad halfway through the show when I remember. What is coming up, I'll let you know today. This is coming up for members only. I'm working on the song that me and Liza Day have done. The music's done. It's just got to be mixed and mastered. And my second song, Timber Song, is rockin' and rollin'. So that's good news. Tomorrow on the show, we're doing something to do with... I think we're doing this tomorrow. DRC, we're doing Timeless and Untamed, the sound pack for DRC. And then on Friday, my time, Thursday for the rest of you in this world, is our interview with my good friend, Daniel G. Harmon. So that is going to be fun. He's awesome, Seattle-based musician who I met here in Australia. He's really sick, makes sick music. You're going to love it. And I have a show set for the weekend. We don't know if it's going to happen because Apple keeps rejecting it from the App Store. And that is the Swam Very Flute from Audio Modeling. I've got it. I've already got the beta. I'm on the beta. But yeah, Apple keep rejecting it for some reason. Because Apple, really getting sick of Apple at the moment, you know, with Tim Cook bending the knee for the orange buffoon. And yeah, they're really, I don't know, they've lost all their standards in my opinion. So let's load up Punchline and get back into this demo. So where are we up to? We got a fresh start here, don't we? Brand new fresh start. Let's come over and place we'll choose one of these kits. We'll come to library, and I'm going to pick this Lo-Fi Haze kit. And let's just write in a pattern. Yoink. Is there any sound? No. Oh, yeah, it's in write mode. So we'll do a snare. We'll go 1, 2, and right. We'll pick a write mode. Yoink, 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 yoink. And then we should have a pattern. So this is let's switch. There we go. I don't know why we're getting a buzzing there. Is this a bug as well? Seems like there's a few little problems. I'm assuming. I'm going to try fucking we might have to get some fixes here for this thing, because that doesn't sound right to me. It's a B. It shouldn't be there. That's what it shouldn't be. Nice. Makes it hard, doesn't it? Because, I want to do the right thing and show this off. And that doesn't sound good, man. That sounds shit. I'm just not going to lie. It's really hard to hold back my feelings right now. What is that? Why do we have that happening? Why do we have that? Okay. What do I do? It only seems to be affecting the kick. No, it's affecting everything. Fuck me. All right. Shall we just do this in standalone? Because obviously there's problems. Oh boy, indeed. Oh boy. See, it's working. Bitrate issue. What are we in? We are in. Let's try that. Let's experiment. Seems though we're here now, and I hate when demos go off the rails like this. No, Logic's not running in the background. There's nothing. Fuck all running. Look what's running in the background. Fuck all. Files app. Safari. We've got PunchLab. Let's check the bit rates here just to make sure. We're in 44. Buffer size. Let's see if it's not cool. I'm going to change the bit rate. See if it makes a difference. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Is it going to let me? There we go. Let's try that. Hey, there you go. Nice suggestion, Thomas. So 44 seems to be a bit of a bitch with this. The things you learn, eh? Things you learn. All right, so let's put in our, let's get back to it and try and get this thing finished and bring it home. Yeah. Look, the good thing is about these shows, even though we had some little teething problems, the developer gets to see this in real time. And he's already done a couple of updates, right? So these things will get ironed out, right? That's what these shows do help. We're not here to shit on the developer and say that's not good enough, because these things happen, right? So hopefully this will get fixed. You know what I mean? So let's go and write our snare in. And we'll do 1, 2. We'll do this open hat. Just a simple beat, just so we can get back to the demo. Oh, did I do that? I did a clap. See what I mean? Pay attention. So we'll pick the snare, the kick. Boom. Nice, we're off. Awesome. So I want to get to the effects that are in here as well too. So when you hold down the effects button, you'll see the drums change to effects. And we've got a bit crusher, we've got distortion, reverb, delay, tape, phaser, warble, sweeps, we've got gating, repeats. So there's a whole lot of stuff in here. Now, if you double tap, so if we're playing and I tap the effects button, I can hold down any of these effects. So we can sweep, phase, distort, bit crush, gate, repeats. So we've got sweeps here, high pass filter, shuffle. We've got tape stops, phaser, reverb, and a delay. You also have a latch button. So if you double tap the effects, it's now latched, and I can do these as I want with multiple fingers. And if you'd like to alter these as well while this is down or while you are just holding it with one finger, all you got to do is drag. So you can see as I drag up and down, you can see over here to the side, we've got all our delay, quarter, 16ths dotted, 16ths, reverb as well. You can go up and down by dragging your finger. Same with the distortion. Control the length of your low pass sweep, a filter, and your repeats. The phaser. Now, if I hold down function as well while the effects are locked, you can mute these effects as well. See how it puts a little cross underneath the distortion, so there's no way you can accidentally bump any of these. So you can turn a whole bunch of them off. Now they're muted. So if I tap them now, it's registering, but the effect is not coming through. Hold function again and tap to bring them all back. You can also do this with the, let's turn off that. You can also hold down function and mute individual parts of the kit too. So you can see here the kit. So let's mute that kick drum. You can draw it with your finger and mute them all at the same time and just drag. And there is also automation in here too. So if I hold down, if we choose the kick here and hit right, hold down the right button, I'll show you with the double split screen, I can automate this level and let go. And you can see now that level is now automating. So I could create a filter sweep for the kick, hold down right. Let's do it on the snare. Make sure right is down. Is that the right snare? I'm not sure if I got the right snare. You can also automate the pitch. So now the pitch is automating for the snare. Now, I'm not sure how to remove all that. How do I kill it? I don't actually know. There we go. It involves the function button, I'll bet. You bloody function button. I'm going to stop that. It's probably in the manual over here. It's probably in the manual. I should learn the fucking manual. Also, when we hit function as well, you do have, you can control the pitch from here. So if I select, say, this open hat that we've got going on here, and I hold down the function button, you can change the pitch of, I do believe it's the overall mix. But you can only do this when the project is stopped. All the fun of the function button. So if I do the function button now, I won't get to change all these options. You've got a probability there as well. And also I can change the number of steps out of 16. We can bring it all the way down. So you've got the power to do that also. Let's add some swing in conjunction with the function. I want to clear a pattern. Pattern cleared. Super simple. That is done. Let's bring the swing back down. Is there anything else I need to cover? Now there's a whole lot more things. Let's just get over here to my manual I've got here in front of me. Choke groups. Let's get into the choke stuff. Now, I've got to remember where I find it. Oh, also, you can, once you put in a pattern over here, so let's do this again. We'll change kits just for fun. Just go with the kit that you get. Oh, go with classics. And we'll just write in. And we'll do an overhead. We'll do a. What else shall we put in? Let's choose our cowbell. Right. So once you've got this in here, you can also, or maybe you can't. I thought you could actually export audio files, but it doesn't seem to be able to let me do that now, where I could before. Or maybe I'm dreaming. I think maybe it's in the standalone. Shall we check? Let's check the standalone. La 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 la. Hey, yes. So when you are in the standalone version, right, which makes sense, you can, when you hit the export button, you can export the chain as a WAV file and send this over to, say, audio share, and there is your loop. Yeah, so ready to go loops. Hey, what's going on, Costa? So loops are available as well. I need to cover this too. Let's just talk about it. Logic. Let's load up Logic, because yes, you can't save patterns in here. I don't know what it is about all these apps and not being able to like record patterns in. Well, I do know actually. Let's talk about it quickly. We've only got 9 minutes. Let's talk about it. Even with Pop Drummer that came out recently from Lumbeat, the inability to come in here and save patterns in here when you hit record, when you just think that should work. Unfortunately, Logic, because Apple have put this fucking standard in there that you have to create this workaround to make this thing work. And I know currently Lumbeat, I've brought this up and we've had a lot of chats, and I think he's found the way to do it. There's a lot of apps that struggle with this, like patterning and a whole lot of drum apps. I just want to record the fucking drums in. The patterns, why do you think it's got a sequencer in it? Just let me do it. But of course, again, this is another one that doesn't let me do it. So if we come in here and load Punchline, right, and create some drums, do a snare, right? And then do some hats. You would think it would just load in, but it doesn't. It just doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, Logic is just a bitch. So it's set to record. I should be able to just hit record and off we go. But no, it doesn't work. Yay! So there is that. It just doesn't work. But what you can do is play this stuff in. So we can use the pads to play stuff in. Right, you can use the keys over here, come over to Logic, choose drum pads. I think it's around 30 or something, if I'm correct. Somewhere over the rainbow. So if we go down, it's around 30 odd. Let's keep going. Fucking pain in the ass. There we go. Right, so now if I hit record, so I've got it playing as well. Don't need it playing. So playing notes in, I can record with this and it should play back no problem. If we come back in here to the app, I mean, this isn't a thing to do with the developer or anything. This, well, it is kind of, but Logic just make it super hard to do this shit. But so you can play this stuff in, you can export the file, and there is that. Hopefully, Charles is able to find a workaround to be able to do that. But Logic, what can I say? It's Logic. What you can also do, if we load up, let's kill Logic, because it always interferes. Come back to AUM. You can use this as a MIDI. I think you can use it as a MIDI. Am I right? Maybe you can't. You can? Let's try loading up FAC. Does that work? FAC drum kit. Can we send it out? Says we can. Let's quickly do a 4 on the floor and a snare. Doesn't sound like it's working, does it? Doesn't sound like it at all. So maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, so it's not sending out to this. So there's that. But what you can do, you can send something out like Octocron. If you don't want to use a sequencer, you can send Octocron out to this thing here. We'll just clear the sequence in here. Function clear. Done. We've got our kit lined up. You can send Octocron out to Punchline. That's all set. I'm going to come in and choose the FAC one, maybe. Let's just do FAC, apps. Okay. And then hold down, generate a pattern, smart randomize, and so you can send out into here as well. I think I've covered most of the stuff. I forgot chokes. Right? Good stuff. Let's kill this. Now, chokes. I can't remember where I found chokes. Chokes can be found in, there's a setting, and I can't remember where to fucking find it. So, where are we? Patterns and chaining. Function buttons. Hi-hat chokes. Chokes, hi-hat, choke group. When triggers immediately stop hi-hat behavior. I can't find it. It should be right here in front of me, but maybe it's not. We're going to only get import function, chokes. That's muting. And I can't remember where it is. It's somewhere in here. Or maybe it's, yeah, I can't remember where the chokes are. But there are choking in here. So you can choke the hi-hat. Well, maybe you've got to have it selected. Maybe not. You can mute. But yeah, I did it yesterday. Anyway, you get the idea. The manual is there for you to fuck around with and you can work it all out. So this is, it probably needs some bug fixes and stuff. There's some issues, definitely, but fun. I think there's going to be people out there, you know, I'm a metal drummer, so it's not really going to appeal to something that I'm going to use, but people who love the function button and love to set up all your stuff, this is fine, absolutely good. Let's get over here to our, see, everything's gone. Everything's gone. I've got to reload all this shit. Punchline. No results. Is this an indication of how today's going to go? I really hope not. Punchline, $8.99. Look, the idea of coming over here too, I really like it. Where's my browser? Everything's just gone. The idea of building kits in here as well is pretty cool. I like that. I like not having to do it inside the app. That's kind of cool. Saving a file saves you saving a file as well. You can save your own kits inside the app too. So there is that. Once you've created a kit, you hit function and load up your kit. You do have a save button here too. And remember, when you save a kit, if you've got patterns in here as well too, it will save the patterns in there as well. I do believe. Let's check it. We got a couple of minutes to check it. So let's quickly. We got a pattern in here already? No, of course we don't, because I keep removing it. And we'll just do some hats. So now, if I come in and hit function and our kit, and then I hit save, and we'll just call this demo. Boom. Let's come over here and we'll just test it. Function, clear the pattern, and we'll try loading. Just so, I could be wrong, 100% here. I'm often wrong. Demo, done. Is the pattern here? No, it doesn't save your pattern as well. All right. So we've cleared that one up, and there you go. Nice, simple. The other thing about it too is it is lightweight as fuck. So, you know, you're not going to have a lot of problems with DSP or anything like that on your iPad. So that's a good thing as well. I'm out of here. Let me tell you, once again, Thomas Christ is up next. He's got Make It Rock, and I'll be back in about an hour's time if you're a member here on the channel, which you can do very easily by throwing $1 at me. The members link is in the description, and I'll be working on the song with that I've been working on with Lizard Day for Songtember. So if you want to come and join us for that. And then apparently I've got band rehearsal. Yay, I love being in a band. If you didn't know too, last but not least, whoops, I've clicked the wrong button. If you want to come and see my band, well, we are playing at the Melbourne Fringe Festival, and I'm going to keep reminding everybody, Phantom Panda Power, Wizard Master Smasher, headlining the Melbourne Fringe Festival on the 17th and 18th of October. You won't want to miss it if you're in Melbourne, Australia. It is. We are. There's nothing like us. And that's all there is to it. Hi, Mike, Creative Source. All right, over to Thomas. Let's do it. Do the things that make you happy. All the shit. You know it. Let's go.